Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Let's Play Shantae, Risky's Revenge Director's Cut. So many words to say. Anyway, let's just get on with our adventure to go find the 3 magic seals to stop Risky Boots from activating that lamp or whatever I'm going to say. Okay. That's cool. So yeah, our first stop is going to be through Lilac Fields. Ow. Where we're going to run into a bunch of scarecrows we can kill. Also, there's going to be more. Whoa, wait. So yeah, as I said, since we're not going to be jumped immediately into the action, or as much this time around, take a few moments to talk about mechanics, such as these warp squids. We just can't do anything now until we find the other warp squid. But yeah, the game itself, somewhat Metroidvania style-esque. It's kind of a light version. Especially compared to the original Game Boy Color game, which I admit I haven't really played fully. I played little bits here and there. Paying attention to where enemies are is always useful. Anyway, and the fact that the game has a moderate-sized open world that you can kind of run around in and explore. There's little collectibles you can pick up. I believe actually one of the people we talked to in town mentioned Magic Jam. That's the main collectible this game has. By the way, the game is very generous with save points for the most part, but we've only been at this for a minute or two, so we're going to ignore that for a minute. And come here to Tangled Forest, which is where we ultimately need to be for the next stage of this video. I know I keep going to these caves. We don't have any of these special abilities, but I pretty much can't do anything in any of these. Alright. I need to hair whip the chest. But yeah, the game basically works in that you basically, I mean, like I said, normal kind of Metroidvania style gameplay. You explore the environment, move through the environment, fight enemies, platform your way through things. And as you go, you'll pick up new abilities. In this game, the new abilities take the form of various belly dances that allow you to transform into other things. There's 3 of them in total. I'll discuss each of them in, I don't know if I would say detail, that's the correct word, but we'll discuss each of them as we find them. But yeah, they basically, each one of them gives you new abilities. You can even find expansions of those abilities. So it does have a lot of interesting little mechanics you can use. But up to our first new thing of this episode, story-wise. Yeah, you know, I could say lots of really inappropriate things here, but I think I'll avoid that and just keep going here. Scout's Taste, is that even a thing? Whatever. Zombies have spiders, computer, what? That's just strange. Well, I guess technically spiders are arachnids, not bugs, but whatever. just love her idle animation. I mean, I don't know if the zombie girl there has any other animations, but she just got a really cool idling animation. I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, so apparently these seals may or may not be held by 3 barons of Sequinland. By the way, they totally are, and we will need to go speak with these barons in order to find the seals. And the first seal is going to belongs to the Squid Baron. So we need to go talk to him. But before we do that, we should return this puppy. Mostly because otherwise it won't let us succeed. So there are some amusing things you can do with this puppy. But yeah, there's really not much point. Also, you can go off the edge of each screen. Well, let's pull up the map here. And you'll notice there are little things off to the edges of the screen. Oh wait. Actually, we do want to go off the edge of the screen. I forgot, that's where the squid is. After this, teleport squid really does a lot of good, but hey. Teleport squids! Yeah, okay. So we can use that, and that'll make it easier to get back to town and things like that. If, depending on how much money we pick up in this video, I'll probably do just to make things a little bit easier. As I said, there are achievements. I intend to show most of them. Like I said, there are a few that I've already picked up from some kind of test playthroughs, as well as just a few that, like I said, the game requires to get all the achievements. You need to, I mean, I guess you could do one of those. Speedrun, you know, any percent speedrun of the game. Whatever. So yeah, kind of doing an 80% speed run under the minimum time. Then, actually no, you still have to do two full playthroughs to actually get all the endings, I think. I don't know. To be honest, I've never been one of those people that really does much for alternate endings, especially when they require beating the whole game over again. I mean, it does feel like a cop-out when you get those games that have alternate endings, but the only difference is, you know, one choice at the end or whatever. But the ones that kind of require you to go, that require you to go through the whole game a second time or third time to get the alternate endings, really annoy me for a lot of reasons. Okay, and this is where we need to go. Nope, still too early to save. So we'll keep going. By the way, that's where we need to go, so we're going to need to get some food. So let's get to doing that. Go find a tasty lunch. And let's jump here. Just to do that, we're going to have to go all the way to the back of this section of the map here. And this time there's nothing off to the side that we can get to. So it's really not worth it. Yay! Health restoration. So there's really not much worth for exploration here. But we've already gotten to the back here. And here's where we need to go. Now there's 2 interesting achievements you can get right at this stage of the game. Because we talked to this little girl. So yeah, that puppy we found belongs to this girl, and so we need to return it to continue the story. Though interestingly enough, if you say no, but actually, you know what, I'll just let the game speak for itself. This is a hilarious little cutscene if you don't give it the dog. Yeah. You also get an achievement if you do that. That's one of the ones I already got, but just that little dialogue bit there. But yeah, what we actually need to do is, of course, give her dog back. For some reason, sprite animations of people cooking is always... I just love the way they do things like that in a lot of games. I don't know why. Right, so we've got the tasty meals. So now we go take it to that mysterious talking door, and we can continue the game. But first... Right, wrong button. Oh, come on. There we go. That's also another achievement for blowing up the dog. Well, I mean, we don't really blow up the dog per se, but let's face it. For just hitting a dog with your hair, that's pretty melodramatic and overdone. For the best intent, of course, being hilarious, but yeah. But I felt I needed to show those off. To be honest, that's actually where I kind of realized, I mean, the game literally does one of those, you get an achievement for clearing the opening section of the game, so getting the achievement is really no secret that they exist in the game. But yeah, those were the moments where I just kind of realized how weird some of the achievements are. I accidentally discovered the one I was kind of skipping with the conversation. Discovered the one where you tell her, no, you're not going to give her a dog. And yeah, then after that I was like, what are the other achievements? And that's where I found the one where you get the achievement for killing the dog, which just amuses me to no end. But I think we've done enough for today, so I think we'll save our game, call it a day. Tune in next time where stuff happens. We'll go to the Ammo Baron's lair, I guess. Until then, as always, later folks.